All right, so we have some players' press conferences, and we're also going to do the inside the locker room as well. So it's going to be Patrick Queen, George Pickens, and Russell Wilson press conferences, and then they'll do a myriad of guys inside the locker room. But let's hear what they had to say, especially Patrick, who was playing his former team.
Were the emotions what you thought they would be today?
Yeah, I think at the beginning I probably thought back then I'd be a little bit more pissed off, but I didn't. I woke up this morning, I didn't feel any anger. I just felt content with life and the game and just being where I'm supposed to be at. I think outside in the past I wasn't thinking God put me in this place for a reason. You know, I was just heated at the situation that occurred, so I just gave my faith to God and just trusted Him that I was in the right place for a reason.
You pictured this game for the weeks and months. It's about how you expected it to go for you.
Yeah, most definitely. You know, you dream about plays, and some games they don't happen, and then today it just everybody's telling me you're gonna get one. I don't know what it's gonna be. It's gonna get one, and then it's my dad's birthday too, so he was like, "You gotta give me one." And then it's just crazy how things work out, though. Just
Yeah, the
knowing I
forced
had to come
fumble
out here
and
just
fumble
support my team,
recovery.
play as hard as I can for them, and just do my job.
I mean, you played with Lamar for so long, and you were part of the process of basically shutting that offense down. Number one scoring offense, and they did basically nothing.
Yeah, yeah, it's big. Just being on that side, and then coming to this side is big. Knowing what Lamar can do, knowing what the offense can do, especially with all the weapons and how much older everybody is now. It's not that same young Ravens team anymore. So, you know, it's definitely a huge game, especially this division, how the games go and how they turn out, and then knowing that we got another one Thursday. So this is definitely a huge game. And I think our defense just went out there and just trusted everybody to do their job. Nobody tried to do anything extra. Nobody tried to be Superman. And we all just trusted each other and went out there and balled.
Can you walk us through that forced fumble? And I mean, you were close to the Ravens sidelines after you got it. Was there anything mentioned?
No, I didn't say anything to their side. I took off the whole complete opposite way. I think my mom was in the stands on that side.
Yeah,
And,
well, he
she
took
was
off
like, "Bring the ball,
running."
get a turnover, and I blacked out. Like, I just grabbed the ball and took off, and I blacked out. So she probably gonna be pissed at me when I get home. I'm not gonna get no home cooked meal for a minute, but you know, nothing was said. It was just supposed to be. It's how it's supposed to be. I don't have no anger, no animosity towards them. It's just football.
You asked to be the captain, or did Mike tell you to be the captain?
No, he told me, like, no, not asked, told me. So I just went out there and just did what he told me to do.
Did it mean something to you that he thought of you that way, or?
Yeah, I think it does. Just knowing what he said, I saw what he said. Just knowing that. At the end of the day, you know, the captain that was chose for a reason. But I definitely do respect and appreciate what he did for me.
Did you get a penny game ball? Look it up.
Definitely did. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I'm thankful for that too.
You guys put a lot of trust in Peyton. How about a rookie stepping
Yeah.
up in that situation?
That's what I was telling. I was like, he just don't know that's all pro play. Like, plays like that, that's not normal. Like, the focus to be able to know Justice, run with him step for step and make a play like that, that's all pro stuff. That's Pro Bowl plays. That's extremely huge, especially for a rookie to make a play like that is insane.
How helpful was it adjusting to play the role of Lamar during the week?
You said Justin, you talking about just Phil? Yeah, that's huge. He gave us a great look. I think Wednesday he didn't run around as much. He just stuck to the plan. And then Thursday he came out just scrambling. So it was an intense practice, and we was just practicing who pull up, who don't pull up, just who supposed to be in zone. We kept practicing. We took time when the offense was going. We took time and we practiced it some more just with the coaches and the players. So he was definitely a huge help in this.
The totality of this defense to contain the number one offense where they have all these different weapons and consistently do it throughout a game when you're not getting a whole lot of help offensively.
Yeah, I think it was good team ball. I think the offense did a good job of time possession. I think defense came out there and we just did our job. We just played team defense. Everybody understood the assignments, and we just played a great team defense. Every single guy, like I said, just did their job. Nobody wanted to be Superman. Nobody wanted to try to do too much. We knew the threats. We knew Derek. I think he still had a lot of yards there, and it's some plays that we want back from that. I think 2 plays Lamar got out, so there's still plays there that we could get back and be better on. But overall, I think we had a pretty good day.
When you guys called timeout before that 2-point conversion, can you walk us through your mindset against a versatile player like that?
Yeah, we seen how they came out. I think it was tackle over. Justice was in the backfield. He was wide. I think Mark Andrews was to my side too. And they ran quick this way to try to get everybody flowing. And Lamar was running up to the line of scrimmage. I think he was about to do a jump pass, but I can't remember to who. Maybe the guy who reported eligible. And then we called a timeout. We just understood, like, everybody just do their job. We ain't got to do nothing spectacular. Just go out there and just get a play and make a stop. And Joy, who usually be the most quiet one, was sitting there like, we stopping them and now scoring this 2-point conversion. So that was huge. And hearing him actually gave everybody some confidence to go out there and get that stop.
Oh, wow.
Both sides of it. Lamar, it's amazing how he's 1-4 against the Steelers now. Did you see anything about not being part of it, being the other side of it, seeing how, for whatever reason, limiting him or
Yeah, being on the other side, just, I don't know. We had game plans, and the game plans just didn't work. And, you know, it's hard. It's hard. And seeing him and his emotion after the games, I know he really wants these wins, especially in division. And, you know, give him all the credit. He's a great player, MVP, but Pittsburgh just has a plan.
Did you talk to John, Coach Harbaugh, after the game? You said you didn't talk to him?
Did not. No, sir.
All right, thank you guys.
Thank y'all.
George, what were they trying to do to you guys to limit you guys to the air in this game? Was there anything different that you guys didn't see on film, or you kind of get the looks that you expected?
We kind of got some of the looks that we expected. A lot of them, you know, I'll probably say like 65% of them weren't the looks, you know what I mean, from film. And that's, you know, that's always going to be, a team's always going to try to switch it up and, you know, get you guys confused.
What does it say about you guys as an offense to still find a way to move the ball at times, the deep ball that you had for Russ?
Yeah, I'll probably say efficiency. Like I said, when the defense switches up the coverage, you know, and try to confuse you, all you can do is do your play at the best ability. So when we're efficient, there's nothing you can do to stop us.
How much more is that comfortability with you and Russ? I mean, it seems like that deep ball connection is hard.
Yeah, it's been pretty good. Just doing my part, you know, winning, giving him, space to where he can throw the ball and trying to make a play.
How chippy was it out there, especially with Humphrey? It seemed like he was involved with everybody.
Yeah. He was. It was a very, rivalry game, very chippy game. I think from the previous years, you know, me game winner in him just trying to come out with a tougher mentality, but also costing his team flags. You know what I mean? So I'd probably say just aggressiveness. It's a rivalry game, so something you expect.
George, how much have you seen Darnell improve in some of the impact that he can make for you guys now?
A lot. He's a big target. So, you know, when Rush is under pressure, you know, trying to make space in the pocket, sometimes he'll either see me, Pat, or you can't. It's kind of hard to miss Darnell.
You guys good?
George, what did you think of the packages for Justin? Do you think there are more opportunities?
I think they were good for certain situations. So 3rd and 1, 3rd and 15, or 2nd and 15 when we need him to get the yardage back. I think it's good. It's always good to have a switch up as well.
How do you feel like you guys responded to, they got chippy, you guys got chippy, but you guys kept your heads. It seems like you guys didn't commit too many of those extra penalties.
Oh, yeah. I feel like that's kind of like what I want me personally want the team to be like, because a lot of guys going to talk, I'm going to talk, but as far as making plays on the field is the most important part. And I feel like we kind of did that a little bit more today.
It's been a quick turnaround. You guys play on Thursday. How do you kind of turn the page so quickly?
Efficiency is the best. You know what I mean? No team can stop an efficient offense. So I'll probably say just get back in the lab, look over what they try to do. You know what I mean? They'll probably try to confuse us as well, but just try to be as efficient as possible.
George, having a kicker like Chris, what does that do for you guys, just confidence-wise, knowing that if the drive stalls out, you know, he's there?
Yeah, it's always good to have Boss, because you know Boss, he works on his craft, so he's for sure gonna make the field goal. And then on the other side, they got a great kicker too. It's just like I said, all about making plays. Some did, some didn't. So that's pretty much it.
Guys good? All right.
Appreciate you.
Russ,
so we're stuff.
The Ravens threw some looks at you guys that you guys didn't necessarily see as much on film. What were some of the things that might have caught you guys off guard that you had to adjust to?
They did a good job. I think that we knew it was going to be a battle back and forth in this game. I knew that it was going to be a tough of will in the end. That's just how these games are. It was huge for us to be able to respond. I think that we reacted, and responded really well on certain things, especially, as the game went on. We kind of started figuring out what they were trying to do, and I think we just stayed the course.
Darnell's become a bigger part of the game
Say
plan.
again?
Darnell's become a bigger part of the game plan in recent weeks, had some big catches. How have you seen him improve just since you've been here?
Yeah, Darnell's been so big for us. Obviously, him in the run game, him in the passing game. Obviously, he caught that big seam up the middle, which was a huge, huge play for us. I think that he's done some really, really good things. We got great confidence in him. And so that was another good part to the game.
Sorry.
Playing in the NFC West and the AFC West, what was it like your first experience?
Knock something off my
Man,
desk.
just the passion, man. Just winning. Winning's everything. Just to be able to get a huge win, that was really big. I think obviously to play in front of our fans. Obviously it's my first time, and obviously it's such an honor to be a Pittsburgh Steeler. And what a gift it is, and to wear the black and gold, and to be in front of our fans for the first time. Obviously the amount of history, we knew this was going to be a game of a long battle throughout. We knew it was going to come down to the wire, and we were able to pull it out. Our defense was unbelievable all night. Obviously guys like TJ Cam, Minka. I thought Peyton Wilson's play was a heck of a play. Deshaun Elliott's been playing so great for us. I thought it was a great team effort, and I think obviously for a guy like Queen to be able to step up and make some big plays against the team he used to play for, I knew that meant a lot to him too as well.
When you come into a game like this, are you anticipating it's going to be a dogfight, and when it unfolds the way it does, do you play just a little bit more careful, a little bit more close to the vest, if you will?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for us, knowing that it was going to come down to the wire, is just staying calm in the midst of it, and staying calm in the midst of the storm of the game. I think that we did a really good job of that, as the fourth quarter went on and the game went on. We knew that it was going to be a battle. It was kind of, ugly at first, how physical the game was, and penalties and this and that. And we just had to get rid of some of the penalties. We were putting ourselves in 3rd and 15 and 3rd and 20 too much. And as the game came down to it, we were obviously able to get some key first downs and key moments too as well.
You know that Fields was going to be used in some of those late game situations in which you're.
Yeah, we had a whole cool package for him. Obviously, Justin's so talented. Man, he's such a great teammate, and just whatever it takes for us to win and get another first down was key. I think obviously he did a really good job on that zone read and just reading it out. And I think that the biggest thing is that we have a really good package. He's such a great athlete and can do so many things for us. So we were ready for that too.
Russ, last week, you guys needed your offense to step up in a critical moment. You were able to do it. This week, you need the critical 2-point stop. You get it from the defense. What are you learning about your team in these late crunch time moments?
Yeah, I think the best teams in the world, the teams I've been on that are championship teams, and everything else, is everybody does it together. And I think that we've been able to do it on offense. We've been able to do it on defense. We've been able to do it on special teams with Boz. We've got the best kicker in the world. And so I just think that, just to be able to do it together and have fun while doing it. Nobody cares about stats or anything like that. We just care about the one stat that only matters is the winning. And I think that's been huge for us. And to obviously take the lead in the AFC North and really, think about it, I think it's 2-game lead right now, right? 1.5, yeah, almost 2, round up. But, and then obviously going into this week, knowing that we're playing a really, talented football team in Cleveland. I'm not sure if they won or lost today, but I just know that they're going to be ready to go. They're a tough place to play. It's a tough environment, and so we're going to have to bring our best and know that we're going to have to respond again. And so, knowing that we're going to have to play, 2 games in 10 days essentially, or whatever it is, and really a few days, I think that's a big thing for us to be able to respond, and that'll be a great test, a test for us, and we'll be ready to go.
How does it lines against that team? How big was this win?
It was huge. Obviously, when you think about the best teams in football, the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Ravens are up there, and so, we got the best talent in the world on that field today, on a historic field. There's been some all-time greats, some of the greatest players to ever play in the Pittsburgh Steelers uniform on that field, and so to be wearing this jersey, to be out there to compete, and to know that we got a huge win together, that was huge. And I think that we just got to stay the course. There's a lot more football left. We got to stay humble. We got to stay hungry. We got to get better. There's so much opportunity for us to get better too. I think the opportunities in the red zone, like, we got to make those plays. We got to find a way to get them in, and so we're going to do that. And we were able to do it last week. We just got to respond this week. We knew it was going to be tough. We knew they were going to respond, and make plays. But we got to make those, and we're going to do that. And so that's the great thing. That's the good news. Is there's so much more out there. But to get a huge win, at home against the Ravens was really, really massive.
How does it impact an offense to have Boswell the way he's performing?
Yeah, I think that when you have so many great players, I think obviously Boz is he's always been one of the best in the game, and he's showing that again tonight. He showed that again today, just how clutch he is in so many crucial moments. When you really think about it, championship games, championship moments, they come down to crucial kicks like that a lot. And when you got a guy that you can trust and know that he's gonna, you have no fear in it. We just believe in him, And he works at it. You know, there's no surprise. You know, it's not shocking because he works at it every day and he loves it. And he's a great teammate. He's a great leader. He's composed. He's confident. He's everything that you want to be. He's got quarterback in him. You know, he's got grit. He's got guts. And I think that's a huge thing to have a guy like that kicking the ball for us.
What do you guys have coming up in the red zone?
We had some few opportunities. You know, I mean, George almost came down with that one. That would have been big. We had a couple other opportunities that we just didn't capitalize on. We just got to make the play. I mean, I think it is, you know, we can, you know, search and talk about plays all we want. We got great plays. Obviously, we showed that last week and all the weeks before that. I think the biggest thing is this: we just got to make the play this week, and you know, we'll play cleaner. I think that, you know, I try to get Darnell a shot down there in the red zone. You know, obviously we need to play. We need a touchdown, and I was trying to throw it up to the big man, and they made a play. Unfortunately, I think that, you know, GP almost had that one. He makes those all the time, and you know, so you know, I think we have so much confidence in those guys. You know, and we're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going after it. We'll play better. I'll play better down there too, and we'll just play cleaner. I think that's the biggest thing. And man, it's just, you know, at the end of the day, you know, when you play in these kind of championship type games, not everything's going to go your way. As you saw on their end too, they got a lot of great players that didn't go their way, vice versa. And I think that we were able to stay the course and make plays when we needed to.
Just trying to alley-oop it there to Darnell.
Yeah, I was trying to throw it alley-oop, big boy up there. You know, unfortunately, it didn't work out for us. So that can happen. You know, just trying to give him a chance, but. Unfortunately, they made the play, but I have confidence in them again, you know, but I think the biggest thing is just we were able to respond. I think Peyton Wilson's play right after that, picking Lamar, I mean, that was a heck of a play by him. So, you know, I told him in the locker room, shout out to NC State, you know, he made a great play. But man, just, you know, it was just, that's how we respond, you know, when things go well, when things don't go well, you know. Last week, you know, we made some big plays when we needed to, and this week the defense made some big plays when we needed. It's just all of it's together, and that's the fun part about this team, man. It's just the confidence, the love, the passion, the joy, man. Wearing the black and gold, man. We're just having fun, and we love winning. So we got to go and get this one this week, and we got great confidence in who we are and what we can do, and we got to stay the course.
Get back to just how important is it, not only tactically, but also just to keeping Justin engaged? To have him do packages like that, how important is it, not just tactically, but just keeping him engaged?
Yeah, and I think the big thing about, you know, our quarterback room is we work every day, man. We love this game. You know, I believe that Justin Fields is a franchise, you know, quarterback. He's done it. He's a great player. He's a great teammate. He's a hard worker, you know, and we just love doing this thing together, man. I think Kyle, he's been in the games before. All three of us have, you know, played some big time football. We've been having experience, and to be able to lead this team and to, you know, really lead the quarterback room too. You know, it's a big part of just, you know, my joy of this season is just to be able to, you know, just play with great guys, man. Just love this game, and it's all about us together. We're doing it. We're having fun while doing it. Obviously, Justin was able to pick up the big first down, you know, twice there, or you know, once there, and then he had another big run. You know, that slide rule. I hate that slide rule, but he almost had that there. And it's just, you know, so I think that. You know, we're all doing this together, and we're having fun while doing it, and got so much confidence in them.
You get 22 more here. Traditionally, you get 24 hours to savor a win. Can you afford 24 hours this week?
No, we don't have 24 hours. We got about 2 hours. We got about 2 hours to just enjoy this, embrace it. Man, I mean, what a great atmosphere today. I mean, you think about it, those terrible towels flying around. Man, just it's a joy playing here. It's fun. It's a blast. The city's special. These fans are special. These teammates are special. These coaches are special. Everybody who helps us too, that you guys don't get to see. I mean, just from the training room to the equipment room to the strength staff, just everybody involved, to the cafeteria. I mean, just that's a huge collective organizational win, and it means a lot. Obviously, this division is one of the best in football. In my opinion, it's the best, and you know, we're doing some great things, and we just got to stay the course and keep getting better.
Last one here. How does this team compare with the very good Seahawks team that you played on?
Yeah, I think that obviously I've been fortunate to be able to win a world championship before. I think that we've, you know, on those championship teams, you know, and a Super Bowl team, we just had so much great talent, you know. But the thing about talent is that you also have to have the work ethic and the drive and the will to win, and the ability to win close games, the ability to win, you know, on offense in a big key moment, to take the lead and you know, like last week we hit the bomb to Mike Williams. That was huge to take the lead, and the defense to be able to make a stop. To the defense making a huge stop against a, you know, really good offense, and you know, on 2-point conversion to take, you know, continue the lead, to stay, you know, keep the lead at 18-16. To have a big time kicker in Boz. I mean, those are the type of championship moments you have to have. And the best part is nobody blinked. You know, and Coach mentioned that too. You know, don't blink. You know, and we didn't blink. We
You
stayed
blink,
focused. We stayed in
cut
the
your
moment.
eyelashes off.
And so,
Or eyelids
you know,
off.
we haven't done anything yet, though. You know, we haven't done anything yet. We got a lot more to go. We got a lot more football to play, and that's the part that we embrace. That's the part. That's the challenge
Cut
that we
your eyelids
enjoy.
off.
You know, and so we're just going to stay the course. We're going to keep believing in each other. We're going to celebrate this, like I said, for 2 hours and move on, and know that we got a tough rivalry football game coming up again, you know, in Cleveland, and so we got to be ready to go for that one, and we know it's going to be a tough fight. So, man, but just once again, just what a great atmosphere. I mean, those fans, they mean everything to us. They meant everything to us last week in Washington. Obviously, for them to travel on the road like that, and then to play at home, and a great historic location, obviously here, you know, in Acrisure Stadium, and just it's a special feeling. As a guy who's played in every stadium, ever been in every, you know, tough moment, challenges, games, tough games, to have that feeling of togetherness from the organization to the crowd to the players, it's a special thing. And so we were just so connected, and that was a special game.
All right.
Thank you, guys. Yep.
All right. So I'm just going to cover a little bit there from each player. But Patrick, super happy for him. And he said, you know, he didn't wake up angry, you know, anything like that. He was content on where he was. But the fact he didn't talk to Harbaugh at all, like, I'm sure he holds nothing against the players, you know, but it's the fact of the coaches, head coach maybe specifically, anyone in the front office, ownership, anything like that. Sorry, I'm just keep looking over, just keeping tabs on my fantasy team. But, so you got, with that, like, yeah, he wasn't mad or angry when he woke up today for the game, but I do think there is some animosity, maybe a little bit of bad blood still with that, and maybe that goes away eventually. It very well may. Or maybe it just sits there for the rest of his career, and he and every time he plays the Ravens, whether it's with Pittsburgh or somebody else, you know, he might still have that feeling. But you got then George, like, especially an AFC North rival, you watch the film all week, and then all of a sudden it's, hey, some of this stuff is the same because you're not going to run everything different, but there's going to be some stuff you haven't seen on film, or something that they're going to add in this week, where it's like, okay, you know, yes, this is the look, and this was on film, and now we just changed it from zone coverage to man coverage. You know, it could be something simple like that. Or, like I said, it's something that just wasn't on film. And you're going to do that to try to confuse your opponent, especially in a huge game like this, because the winner would have sole possession of the AFC North. Extra point is good. Okay. So, that's not, like, a huge surprise. And then Russ talking about, like, just this team and what it all means to him, and, you know, the moments. And he's absolutely right with a few aspects there where it's, you know, everyone steps up when it's needed. You know, if this was going to be a high-scoring game, 35-33, let's call it, then yeah, the offense would have had to do some heavy lifting. But today was a low-scoring game. 18-16. So it was the defense getting the turnovers. It was, the stop on 4th down. So, but yeah, just hearing Russ talk and then talk about Justin as well was really good to hear. Because Justin, 4-2, and you're told, hey, this guy who beat you out in training camp is ready to start. We're putting you on the bench. And the fact that he's, hardly ever been in since that point, I think literally just today, and even when he had his small hamstring injury, he ended up being the 3rd string emergency quarterback. And he understood that he was injured. So the bye was coming up, so they were just going to take it easy. But he's doing, he's being super, super mature about the whole thing. And I think it is going to benefit him to watch Russ and see, okay, this is what I have to do if I want to be a true franchise quarterback. So we are going to now head over to the Steelers inside the locker room with the media and see who's talking there and what's being discussed.
All those points they score, all the yards they get. How'd you guys do?
Setting the tone early. Herb getting that huge forced fumble just seemed like a lot of guys were getting takeaways. PQ, Peyton. Can't say enough about the resiliency of this defense and the desire to make splash plays and the hopeful outlook on splash plays are going to happen. We're going to get our opportunities. But don't get me wrong, guys are hammering at the football. They're scraping at the ball. They're doing all the little things that we preach throughout the week to make those simple plays special.
How big was the sequence coming back? They get the interception in the end zone, and then Peyton makes the interception.
Huge. It really seemed like the momentum for them never really got there. Obviously, they had a couple big chunk plays, but it was an absolute dogfight like we expected going into the game, and it doesn't matter how big the win is. A win is a win right now.
Did you see the ball or did you feel the ball?
No, I wasn't looking. I was chasing him on a wheel route, and like I said, I went under the pick route. So, once you go under a pick route, you're in chase mode. So, once his hands go up, I played through his hands, and just ball happened to be there and took it from him. Tried to give it to Mink, but I think they said I was down.
Peyton, you talked about the difference in intensity in this kind of game. How helpful was that for you and some of the other guys to have this come?
Playing against the best offense in the world, best quarterback in the world, best running back in the world. So just, for me especially to, play against those guys and get the confidence and understand that no matter who's out there, you can play with them. It's super cool. And, I just have to thank Jesus Christ for the opportunity.
Chippy out there both ways. Typical Steelers Ravens in your estimation in that regard?
Yeah. The guys, everybody out there, we play each other twice a year. They're a physical team. We're a physical team. So there's no surprise today was as chippy as it was.
You were right there beside Peyton Wilson when he made that interception. What did you see on the play?
Yeah, I seen him rip it out from him or whatever he did. So as soon as he hit the ground, I knew it was a pick. So it was a great play, spectacular play.
What does it say about this defense that you guys got contributions on the plays, forced all of those turnovers on this team?
I think it says a lot. If you look at what we did this offseason, I think it's just a reflection of that. You know what I'm saying? We got multiple guys from different teams in the draft to make plays, and they've been doing that.
This was a Baltimore offense averaging over 30 points a game. You guys hold them to essentially half that. What was working so well for you guys, and what did you see in game prep that allowed that to happen?
Yeah, basically.
I think it started up front. I think we smashed the run really well. We limited the big plays. I think they probably only had 2 or 3, which usually they average like 8 or something like that per game. So I think it was just a combination of smashing that run and stopping the big plays.
To be able to have that kind of impact, when it means so much.
Yeah, it's a good impact. I'm just here to do my job, and we needed 6 today. We didn't need any last week, so as long as we get the dub, and who cares about the rest?
Does it seem like a passing of the torch with Tucker?
No, not even close. Like I said, that dude's a legend. He's a Hall of Famer, and next thing you know, he'll go on another 100 field goal streak, and everyone will forget about this and we'll move past it.
Chris, this is probably an obvious question, but how much does a win like this mean, and how critical was it against this team?
It's definitely critical, especially, for this team's mindset and mentality going into the rest of the year. We got to come out and play our best, and got another one in 4 days. We got to do that as well.
How do you stay unflappable? 150-yarder after another.
Just keep kicking. That's it. I don't know.
You don't have a mind trick that you play
No,
yourself?
just take each kick as what it is. Don't look at the next one. Don't think about the last one, and just kind of be where your feet are.
Joey, can you take us through that two-point conversion?
Yeah, I was really just playing football on that last play. I seen my guy kind of block down and not go out for a pass, and I seen Lamar roll out to his left, so I was like, let me just make a play, and that happened.
How'd that feel in a game like this with so much on the line?
I mean, it felt great. They had that touchdown, and we knew we had to stop them on that two-point conversion. We do that every week in 7 shots, so it was nothing really irregular for us. We just knew we had to stand up and get that stop.
They came out before we actually snapped the ball. That's called timeout on the first look.
Yeah.
What were you seeing on the first look, and what were you anticipating when you came out of the timeout?
What he usually do, that Tebow pop pass, run into the line of scrimmage and pop it to somebody that, sneaks out of there. We thought that was going to be the case, so we called that timeout, and he kind of was looking for it. That on that two-point play, but I kind of just hurried up, seeing what he was trying to do, and just made the play.
What does it say about this defense, the amount of guys that can study and stick to a game plan when an offense has that many weapons to account for?
Man, it's just really just bend, don't break, and we all got to trust in each other. That we're going to do our jobs, and that's really what that came down to. Two-point play. We knew we had to stand up and make a play for our team, and we did that.
Why do you think you guys have had Jackson's number here?
Say that again?
Why do you think you guys have had Jackson's number here?
I think just because we play sound football, sound defense. We give our offense opportunity to score, put stuff in the end zone, and we just fly around and make plays and make it difficult for them.
It's definitely a big one. A lot of respect on that team over there.
Finally got it. Back up on
coming
the
away
wall.
with the win. Took everybody, not one guy. And we understand how critical these AFC North games. We understand we got a bit of a gauntlet, but couldn't have it any other way.
Despite their offense and how well your offense has been playing, did you expect this to be the type of game it was?
Of course. It's always a one-score game. A few plays here or there. Turnovers really stuck out for us. Offense was trying to get together. They had some good drives, just weren't able to punch in the end zone. But, with that, we're just like, we bend, don't break. We continue to keep attacking. We just had, the biggest plays in the game.
How big was that exchange of turnovers? They got the one in the end zone, and Peyton Wilson makes the pick.
You can't. That was the perfect play to call in that situation, and Peyton just made an amazing play. We talked so much about guys integrating themselves into this rivalry, and our rookie Peyton Wilson, our one of our newer guys, Patrick Queen, just being part of it. And those plays will stick out, and I'm just glad we get to welcome them with a win.
Well, don't see any way of getting rid of that, so I'm just gonna do that. So, so Watt, Wilson, Fitzpatrick, Boswell, Porter Jr., and Hayward were the guys in this video. So, big plays by a couple of these guys. Minka. Oh, T. Higgins got a 42-yard touchdown. Nice. Loving that. Sorry, fantasy. I got T. Higgins and J.K. Dobbins playing right now in the Chargers and Cincinnati game. And T. Higgins just took a 42-yard pass for a touchdown. It gives him 6 catches for 108 yards and a touchdown. J.K. Dobbins right now has 6 yards and a touchdown. I really need Dobbins to pick up the pace. So, and I'm projected to win. Yeah. Oh man, it's been a rough year of fantasy football for me. In this league, I'm 4-6, and I'm projected to win. In this other league, I'm 3-7. I'm projected to lose, but I'm winning. So it's a matter of holding on for dear life and hope that Nico Collins and Houston's defense don't do anything tomorrow. Even though I could have played some other guys, like I played Terry McLaurin, you know. So that sucked. Drake London did okay, 3 for 61. But I could have played Josh Downs. I could have played DJ Moore. I played Miami's defense, and I could have played Pittsburgh's. Pittsburgh's defense just it doesn't make sense. Like they're given such a low score, right? And it's like, oh, that's their projected score. And yeah, it's the Ravens' offense, and I think they're going to do well. And then they don't. Baltimore's defense, 10 points. Okay. Compared to Pittsburgh's 11. So, yeah. So a couple things I could have done here or there to possibly improve my chances of winning, but we'll see there. So back on to this. So I was just talking about Minka. Minka, he had a couple big tackles where if he doesn't make that tackle, the guy not only gets tons of extra yardage, but has the potential to score. Like, he had a shoestring tackle on Derrick Henry, and who knows what happens if he doesn't make that tackle. And I think he had one on Mark Andrews as well. Henry, I think, could have scored. Andrews definitely would have been more yardage. I don't know if he would have scored, but definitely would have been more yardage. So he had a couple of clutch tackles there. Obviously, Boz with his 6 field goals. He'll end up being the AFC Special Teams Player of the Week. Peyton Wilson got the pick. Watt. Porter Jr., he stopped the 2-point conversion. And then they showed his dad, and he was going nuts. And just, because his dad was part of this rivalry. And Cam Hayward, a couple batted passes. So gotta love that. It was just a complete game on all 3 phases. Like, the offense, you didn't score many points. Technically, the offense didn't score any points. It was all Boz. But, they made some plays when it was necessary, got down the field, and gave Boz a chance. And the defense stood tall when they needed to. So, that's it for this one. If you guys did enjoy it, please do leave a like. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, turn notifications on. I'll see all you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.